Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of. No. This is for mid-June 2023. I'm just kidding. We are just going to jump right in here, Cancer, and see what is going on for you. In your current general energies, you have this love card, and you also have this uncertainty card. Some of you clearly could be uncertain about love. It's kind of like, I feel like you're uncertain about a person. It's like if you're interested in a person, maybe you're not so sure, like how it's going to go, or, are we ever? I would say no. I don't think we're meant to know, but, what I would say here is, look, you have this otter spirit. Otters are known for being like very loving creatures. Like they live in family groups. They love each other and all that other good stuff. So, I kind of feel like this reading is encouraging you to find out, meaning if you are interested in a person or someone's interested in you, you don't have to like give this person everything all up front, all at once. I feel like look, and here you go. You have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of breadcrumbing, but also there is a positive side of the Six of Pentacles. Again, personally, I look at tarot as a spectrum. It's like it can be super bad. It can then go all the way up to super good, right? And, to me, it's about reading energy. That's why I don't, people always say, why don't you read reversals? I'm like, well, if you pay attention, I actually give reverse meanings all the time, number one. Number two, I read it as a spectrum. To me, it's more about reading energy, not so much, reading the cards. I don't even need the cards, honestly, but, I just like to have them. And what I would say here is that's kind of like the feeling I get is that, I feel like that there could be a person that's like very loving, but the Six of Pentacles, where I was going with this, is that the Six of Pentacles can be breadcrumbing all the way over here, but all the way over here, it can just say that you're being smart about something, and you're just, if this is love, you're just putting a little bit of energy in, seeing if they return the favor, seeing if they are willing to kind of meet you halfway, whatever you want to call it, and seeing if they at least hit the ball back to your side of the court, right? To me, I look on the positive side, I look at the Six of Pentacles as a card of like playing a tennis match. You hit the ball to them, they hit the ball to you, and it's kind of like this nice back and forth thing. And I don't know, it looks good to me. Like, look, there's like two otters and a heart. You have this loyal heart card. So, if you're attracting love, this looks amazing. You have the death card here, definitely having gone through a major transformation in your life. I feel like you're very different. Like, they say like, every 7 years you change or something like that, right? I mean, there's some saying about that, right? And what I would say is I feel like you've done it in like a year or like 3 months or something like that. Like you've made a 7-year change in a much shorter period of time. And I don't know, I like this. It's kind of weird. I keep thinking that I'm seeing the star here, by the way, with the Ace of Pentacles, and I don't know why. It just keeps popping into my head as a star. So it'll be funny to see if we clarify and the star comes up. But it's almost like you are entering into a star period, is what I feel like saying. You have the Eight of Swords. Definitely need to set yourself free. I kind of knew that the water signs would have some doubts coming up in the second half of this month. So, what I would say is that Saturn and Pisces affects all water signs, right? It's like you don't have to be a Pisces to be affected by Saturn and Pisces, And so I kind of feel like all the water signs could be feeling that Saturn and Pisces energy of, kind of like things moving slow and all that other stuff. But really, Eight of Swords says, stay open to all possibilities. There are multiple ways to do anything that you want to do in the world, but you just have to stay open. So don't be afraid to open up here. You have the Judgment card. I do feel like you're opening up. Judgment, these people in this coffin, the coffin is their old life. Outside the coffin is their new life. So the Judgment card to me is really a card of kind of like stepping into a new life. There's like some sort of blessing in disguise coming in for you here. I don't know. That's not like the right word. But that's like the best way I can put it, because we go up to the Six of Pentacles. One of my favorite tarot books of all time is called Fearless Tarot. In Fearless Tarot, I'm pretty sure actually the author, I can't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure he has a YouTube channel as well where he talks about tarot. But the book is awesome. And what I would say is, I think it's Elliot something, or I can't remember. But sorry if the author watches and they happen to be a Cancer, right? But what I would say here is that he says in that book that the Six of Pentacles is like every single movie that exists, not every single one, but a lot of them, there will be like an angel in disguise, right? There are a bunch of movies where it's like the main character does something nice for like a homeless person or something like that, right? And that homeless person ends up giving them like some sort of reward, or they're actually like an angel in disguise. That's popping into my head. I never use that meaning for the Six of Pentacles. I should, but I read intuitively, so I use whatever pops into my head. And I'm kind of getting that here with the Six of Pentacles. Is it's almost like there's like some sort of angel in disguise. It's like you're not going to see it right away, but you are going to see it. It's like you are going to see that there is like this angel in disguise type of thing. This could be in love. The funny thing is, as well, if you're attracting someone to love, I feel like they could be like an angel disguise, like much better than you think. Like I think you already think that if you're interested in someone or they're interested in you, I feel like you're interested, but it's like what they actually are is much more. The funny thing is I feel like all this person's past people have made the mistake of realizing it too late. They don't realize that this person's actually an angel in disguise, or whatever. It could be you as well. You could be the angel in disguise here, Cancer, that I'm talking about. But this also goes for like work or business as well. It's like maybe you're not appreciated at work or your boss doesn't appreciate you and then they always regret it later. So it's almost like there's something about appreciation popping into my head. With the Death card, you have the Chariot, definitely a victory coming in for you. That's you showing up in a very strong position. The water signs keep getting Chariot as well because I think it's time for the water signs to set themselves apart. The Chariot, on a very basic level, the Chariot is about setting yourself apart. He's leaving that city behind him, and he's just trusting that the universe is going to bring him to something great. And so, that's what's going on here. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands. You have the Nine of Wands twice, so I feel like you need to not give up on something here. I kind of feel like you need to not give up on an idea. Like, it could be the idea of having love in your life. It could be the idea that a business will be successful for you. Like, I feel like it's the idea of something. It's not an actual idea. I hope that makes sense. With the Judgment card, you have the Five of Cups. I knew I was getting something about regrets. I don't even think this is regrets that you have. I feel like either other people regret leaving you or you're about to get like a person that's like an angel in disguise and people always regret not being with them. It's like I really feel you could be attracting that for some reason. I feel like I've said this to you before. Maybe not exactly that, but something very similar to that. But there's definitely some sort of gift coming in for you here. I don't know. We're going to keep going and we're going to see where this goes. Next, you have, in what you need to know right now, you have this Owl Spirit. It says you see clearly now. You also have this Otter Spirit. It says you are never alone. I do feel you could be feeling very alone, or you could have felt alone for a long time, but that's like clearly about to change based off this reading. I feel there's something very good coming in for you. Like I said, I also feel like you see clearly why you had to go through like the things that you've gone through. It's kind of interesting. Like, I feel like for some of you, maybe you're saying like, oh, I haven't had as many like relationship experiences as I want, or, like whatever, right? And I feel like this is saying like, actually, that's going to be a good thing when you meet this person or whatever. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm getting crazy messages for you here, Cancer. I also feel that you see like some sort of gift that's coming in for you very clearly. And, I feel for some of you, this could be financial. You have the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel that this Ace of Pentacles is saying that there's like a big opportunity coming in for you. The Ace of Pentacles is something that you're going to want to nurture into existence. There's been a lot of nurturing energy in the readings for the past few months, or maybe a little bit longer, and since like last year or so. We have Uranus and Taurus, and again, on a very down and dirty Chris's crappy astrology level, I would say that Uranus and Taurus is about nurturing something into existence, literally. And so that's why everyone gets these cards of nurturing. We literally go up to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, if she cares about something, she is going to nurture it on a very deep level. She's going to give it everything she's got, everything she has, so that she can be successful. You have the Hermit. There's no doubt about it. Like, I feel like you've been in this introspective energy. I feel like you've been in this energy of maybe being withdrawn, but, I feel like I'm here and I'm coming out. So, I feel like it's time for you to reveal something, or for you to like blast out into the world or something like that. I really feel you need to kind of like put something out into the world. It could be yourself. You could be putting yourself out into the world, or meeting a person or something. Could also be an idea that you have, but I feel like you're more than ready for something. And again, you have the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, but he's willing to give something one last try. He's got that final wand that he is leaning on. And, whatever you're about to try, I feel like it's going to work like really, really well this time, like whatever this is. So, this looks pretty good to me, Cancer. Let's see. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Too slow. I feel like it's time to get moving. If you feel like you're running out of time, I'm not going to say that you are, but, I feel like you need to, kind of get moving on something here with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a card of hesitating or playing it safe, and I feel like it's time for you to take some sort of risk. This could be to invest in something new with a person, especially if someone's interested in you. I kind of get the feeling that someone's interested in you, and someone is approaching you, or someone's talking to you or something like that. Excuse me. And I feel like this is saying it's worth the risk. It's worth seeing where it goes. Because again, I feel like this person's like an angel in disguise or something like that. With the Hermit, yes, you've earned this. You've earned this Ace of Pentacles. The Hermit is all about having been through a dark night of the soul, doing some soul searching, having earned something. So it's like you have earned your right to this Ace of Pentacles to have something that you can invest in and see a result in. And with the Ace of Pentacles, we don't have to invest money. We could just be investing time with a person. An Ace of Pentacles says you will get a result. But the Ace of Pentacles just represents an opportunity. It's something, if we don't take advantage of it, it's going to be nothing. So we have to take advantage of this, and we have to make it happen. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card, much different. There's like something much different coming in for you as well. Temperance is alchemy. It's turning one thing into another. It's also a card of a transformation, which we kind of talked about, you going through a transformation very quickly with that Death card. And so I feel like you have or are going through a very deep transformation very quickly. But I also feel like, you're about to experience the opposite of everything that you've experienced before. And I know that sounds scary, but I actually feel this is going to be really, really good for you here, Cancer. So love it. Next, you have, this is the area of the unexpected, and you have this card that says you're exactly where you need to be. Boom. There you go. Know that you are safe and protected. Yes, I feel like you are protected from whatever you need to be protected from. And so, again, I feel like it's time for you to take some sort of risk. Again, this is the area of the unexpected. You have the Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Like I said, I feel like you could be attracting a person who's like a blessing in disguise or an angel in disguise. I just feel you get with this person, it's much better than you thought. Like, I think you already think it's going to be good if you have your eye on a person or whatever. It's like you already think that it's going to be good, but I feel like it's going to be great, like better. It's going to exceed your expectations. So, I feel like that'll be amazing. This could also be a business idea you have. And again, I feel the same thing. It's like, I feel like something is going to be much better than expected. And again, I want to stress that it's not going to necessarily be easy. Life is never easy. There are things that have to be overcome here. You're going to have to put the work in. But if you do it, then, again, I feel like it will exceed your expectations, of course. You have the Three of Pentacles. Could be attracting a person who just wants to work on a team. I love the Three of Pentacles for love because, again, it's a person who really wants to work on a team, who really wants to build something of quality. For those of you in work or business, this to me is quality work. Like, I feel there could be a lot of things that you're doing that are either increasing the quality of your work or you are being recognized for the quality of work that you do. So this could lead to like a raise, a promotion, something like that, basically. You have the Knight of Wands here. It's kind of like general is what I feel. Like, I feel like saying this is general inconsistency. So I feel like for some of you that you are sick of general inconsistency. I don't even think this is just about people. Maybe your job is inconsistent, or maybe you don't make a certain amount of money. Maybe the amount of money you make is like inconsistent. Those are the things that are kind of like, popping into my head here with the Knight of Wands. And I feel like you're just looking for more general consistency. I also feel there's like more adventure coming in for you with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is very spontaneous. He's like willing to go on an adventure, do new things. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I would be careful of anyone from the past here as well, going like this way. Five of Cups, Judgment. Could be a person from the past who has regrets. They probably can see that you're going towards like a gift or a person that is a gift. So again, I would definitely be careful of a person like that. But again, the thing about the Ten of Swords is that guy's done. He's done over with. He's making a symbol with his hands that represents a blessing. And it's funny that I was saying blessing in disguise. Ten of Swords can be a blessing in disguise. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands. Definitely a very passionate new beginning coming in for you. I'm noticing here, the Nine of Pentacles, he's holding on to one wand. The Knight of Pentacles is holding on to one wand. You have the Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands, not Pentacles. Nine of Wands twice, and the Knight of Wands. So it's like there's something that you're going to be very passionate about coming in for you, and I would give it a try. Here you go. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. I'm wondering if you think that someone could be a player. Again, I feel like everybody makes this mistake with this person. You're attracting a person. I feel like you're attracting a person where everybody, like, they're very attractive, but I feel like everyone makes the mistake of thinking that they're going to leave or whatever. And I really feel like all this person wants is like a family or all they want is to be with one person. Yeah, they're attractive, but that doesn't mean they're like a liar, cheater, stealer. Again, I feel like all this person wants is like one thing. And like I said, I feel like everybody makes a mistake of thinking this person isn't like an angel in disguise or whatever. They think like whatever, and nobody has seen it. So I feel like you're being given the opportunity to like see something in a person that's always been there that nobody else sees. So, don't doubt it is what this is saying to me. It's like, obviously if you meet a person, they do toxic stuff, then leave. But, this person, I feel like maybe your mind tells you things, but it's like if you actually look at the evidence, right, which is what we should be doing in the first place, they don't do anything toxic. So, again, I feel like you should kind of like pay attention to that. At the end here for the good stuff, doesn't matter what shows up here, it's going to be good no matter what. You have this Loyal Heart card. Again, I feel like you're attracting someone super loyal. You also have this Treasure Island card, which I love. This Treasure Island card is like the as above, so below card. So I feel like, it's a card of attracting like amazing things into your life. And you're clearly attracting something really amazing into your life here. You have the Queen of Cups, the Four Swords, and the Devil. The Queen of Cups, again, is your energy. You show up twice here in the top row. So Queen of Cups, she represents Cancer. She kind of represents trusting your intuition, following your inner voice, and also moving towards your heart. She has that cup in front of her, and that cup kind of represents something that she values. So I feel like you need to move towards things that you value here as well. I'm also getting the word values. You could be attracting a person who has similar values to you. You have the Four Swords. I definitely feel you've gone through a major healing because of this transformation. Sometimes I think we go through a transformation and it can hurt. It can be, or it can bring up past trauma, or can trigger something inside of us, right? And so I feel like maybe you've been through that, where you've gone through a transformation, like I said, very quick. It's like 7 years in one. Like I said, we change every 7 years or whatever. That's what popped into my head at the beginning of the reading, but it's like you've done it in a year or less, And so I feel like this is saying, like, make sure to take time to heal, make sure you are healed. You have the Devil. So again, normally the Devil would be toxic, but again, it's showing up in the good stuff. So it's going to be good no matter what. And again, number one, I feel like you could be attracting a person with Capricorn, they could be Capricorn or Capricorn in their chart. I also feel that for a lot of you, that you could be setting yourself free from things that have kind of kept you stuck and trapped. And now I feel like also, not only that, I feel like what's even more important is I feel like you actually see, because you have that I can see clearly now card in your second row, the owl spirit. And so I feel like you also can see the things that have been holding you back. It's like when we can't see it, then there's nothing we can do. And so being able to see it, you're able to set yourself free. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Five of Wands. Again, this is the good stuff. Five of Wands can represent going on an adventure in the area of the good stuff. I call this card Indiana Jones because to me, it's like going on some sort of crazy adventure and, getting something you want. I kind of feel like this could be like a whirlwind romance, something that really sweeps you up if you want love. If you don't want love, I feel like this could be some ideas in your business. I feel like you are going to be, in business specifically, you have that uncertainty card. I feel like there's some, work or business, you could be uncertain about the future. But if you follow your intuition, I feel like it's going to lead you to something that really sucks you up, like in a good way. With the Four Swords, you have the Queen of Wands. Yes, you're very attractive at this time. Doesn't matter what gender you are. I would just get out there. With the Devil, you have the Six of Wands, a victory. There's like some sort of victory coming in for you here, or some sort of win. It's kind of funny. I feel like people are going to be jealous of you as well. I would actually be careful of that. Like, you could be attracting a person. Like I said, this person's like an angel, and it's like people see it after, or it could be you, like I said, that, or both of you, for all I care. And what I would say is, it's almost like, everybody sees it after. So again, I would be careful of exes, or talking to exes if you get in this new connection, or them, having their ex interrupt the connection or whatever. I would just like make sure that there aren't going to be any third party interferences or anything like that. That's like my one warning here. But overall, this looks pretty freaking amazing. So love it. You have this. We're doing 5 main themes now. You have this dolphin spirit. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Yes, I was getting something about business in this reading, but being uncertain about the future of business. But I also feel like you're like taking, if you have a business or career or job, it's like you're taking things much more seriously, and this is bringing in bigger opportunities. You have the Ace of Pentacles twice, so I would be paying attention to new opportunities. You have this June card. You also have this Rat card, someone working against you behind your back. I think this is an ex. So I would be careful of exes, period, at this time. Your ex, their ex, a new person's ex, whatever, doesn't matter. I would just be careful because, again, if you could get into a relationship with someone and then get a message from their ex, and they could be like, saying this, that, and the other thing about the person, but it might not be true, is what I'm getting. So be careful of a rat. You have this Boat card. It says money or property through a inheritance, winning, or windfall. I definitely feel there is an increase in your finances coming in for you. You have this Treasure Island card, which is like as above, so below. So anything you can do to manifest more money or to change your finances would be a really good idea here. You have this Finger card. It says warning you of a problem either now or in the future. I feel like the only problem will be going back to the past. So, no going back to the past. I also feel like you need to take bigger risks. I think that's the other problem here that could happen because, you have this card that says you're exactly where you need to be. But again, if you're not, if you're staying stuck where you are, I feel then you're going to be stuck. And I kind of feel like that's what this is talking about. It's like saying, don't stay stuck where you are. You have this Happiness card. This card, it's like this right here. It's just like a astral. This deck has just random cards in it. And, it says happiness. But then you have this card that says Turkey, someone behaving stupidly. It's kind of funny because, again, I feel like you could be saying, attracting a person where you're like, wow, their past person was an idiot not to see this. So, again, I feel like there's going to be a lot of happiness because of someone else's mistake. Letting someone go or whatever the case may be. This is a pretty interesting reading here, Cancer. I like it. I feel like you need to let go of the uncertainty, uncertainty about like your future and things like that. But, this looks really good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.